Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the TD1 form, which is used to determine income tax withholdings on income, such as employment income. Your actual tax payable will be calculated when you file your tax return, based on your total income, deductions, and credits. If the taxes deducted are more than your actual tax payable, you will get a refund. In this video, I will focus on the federal TD1 form only. The province and territories have their TD1 forms as well. If you are a newcomer, in the year you become a Canadian resident for income tax purposes, your tax credits may need to be prorated based on the date you become a Canadian resident. If your Canadian source income for the part of the year you were not a Canadian resident is at least 90% of your net world income, or if you had no income from source inside and outside Canada for that part of the year, you're eligible to claim the full value of non-refundable credits. If your situation is very complex, please consult with a professional or contact the CRA. Line 1 is the basic personal amount, which is a non-refundable tax credit that can be claimed by all individuals. If your net income from all income sources in 2024 will be $173,205 or less, enter $15,705 here. If your net income will be more than $173,205, you are eligible for a portion of the basic personal amount. You can use the TD1 worksheet to determine the amount. Line 2 is the Canada Caregiver amount for infirm children under age 18. If you support a dependent under 18 years of age with a physical or mental impairment, you may be able to claim this credit. If you are required to pay child support or have shared custody of the child, additional rules may apply. Line 3 is the age amount. If you will be 65 or older on December 31st, 2024, and your net income for the year from all sources will be $44,325 or less, you can claim $8,790. If your net income will be between $44,325 and $102,925, you are eligible for a portion of the age amount. You can use the TD1 worksheet for the calculations. Line 4 is the pension income amount. You may be able to claim up to $2,000 if you report eligible pension or annuity. You can enter the lesser of $2,000 or your estimated annual pension income. This does not include CPP, QPP benefits, old age security benefits, etc. Please refer to the CRA website for details. Line 5 is the tuition amount. You may be eligible to claim this amount if you are a full-time or part-time student at a university or college, or an educational institution certified by Employment and Social Development Canada, and you will pay more than $100 per institution in tuition fees. Enter the total eligible tuition fees. I have a video in which I talk about the tuition tax credit and tax planning strategies. Line 6 is the disability amount. The disability tax credit is a non-refundable tax credit. If you have a Form T2201 disability tax credit certificate and you will claim the disability amount, you can enter $9,872. Line 7 is the spouse or common law partner amount. If you support your spouse or common law partner who lives with you and your spouse or common law partner's net income will be less than the amount reported in line 1, basic personal amount, or line 1 plus 2,616 if they are dependent on you because of an impairment in physical or mental functions. You can enter the difference between this amount and their estimated net income for the year. Line 8 is the amount for an eligible dependent. You may be able to claim the amount for an eligible dependent if you support an eligible dependent and meet the eligibility criteria. The next line is the Canada caregiver amount for eligible dependent or spouse or common law partner. If you support an eligible dependent 18 years of age or older, or spouse or common law partner with a physical or mental impairment, you may be able to claim this credit. Please see the CRA website for details. Line 10 is the Canada caregiver amount for dependents age 18 or older. This line is for dependents 18 years of age or older who is not your spouse or common law partner or an eligible dependent. Line 11 is amount transferred from your spouse or common law partner. If your spouse or common law partner will not use all of their age amount, pension income amount, tuition amount, etc., you can enter the unused amount here. Line 12 is amount transferred from a dependent, such as disability amount, tuition amount, etc. Line 13 is the total claim amount, which is the sum of lines 1 to 12. If you have more than one employer, you need to fill in a TD1 form for each of the employers. If you've already claimed personal tax credit amounts on another TD1 form for the same year, you cannot claim the same credits again. If you are a non-resident, please consult with a professional. In addition to the federal TD1 form, you have to fill out a provincial or territorial TD1 form as well. If you would like to reduce the amount of income taxes deducted because you are eligible for deductions or non-refundable tax credits that are not listed on this form, such as child care expenses or tuition amounts carried forward from previous years, you can fill out Form T1213, Request to Reduce Tax Deductions at Source, to get a letter of authority from your tax service office. You can give the letter of authority to your employer or payer. Thank you so much for watching.